There are absolutely no shortcuts whatsoever when you're looking at your nutrition. It is consistency. That is all that works. But there are techniques to get there. Some people, counting calories works. Some people, just having healthy habits. Other people need different ideas, and we'll go into questions at the end about it. But make no mistake, there is absolutely no shortcuts. You have to do the work. And I can tell when you're not doing it because you're not hitting where you should be, where you want to be. And that's fine as long as you're honest with me about it, because I've spent years and years doing this. I know when you're having the wine that you're not telling me about. I know when you're having the extra foods. All I need from people is honesty, and then we can begin to work it. The idea of today really is to give you just a little bit of background in terms of what to do with the system, which some of you do know, some of you may have forgotten. Then we'll go on to just a few little techniques in terms of fat loss and weight loss and the differences in that. So the biggest thing when people come here is being utterly obsessed with weight. I've got to lose weight. I've got to lose weight. I've got to lose weight. What I want you to do is begin to shift your mindset away from weight and move to the things that are important. The things that are important: having more energy, having clothes that fit better, looking in the mirror and feeling better, having the inches drop off, making yourself stronger so that later in life you're not crawling up the stairs, you're able to jump up after them when you're going after the grandkids. These are the things that are really, really important. Nobody will remember you with a six-pack. Everybody will remember you as being able to have fun later in life, because you'll be really pissed off later in life if you're one of the ones crawling up the stairs, whether it's overweight or your joints are shattered, because you didn't do anything now, because you played at it now. Yeah? We are about to make you all so much more accountable for what you are and what you're doing here, with the check-ins, with how much we're going to expect from you. Because this is not just a gym, it's a coaching environment, yeah? We're going to upscale the amount of accountability you guys have got. The difference between weight loss and fat loss is absolutely massive. My weight can fluctuate up to 4 kilos a day. My fat levels do not change in a day. Weight is dependent on loads and loads of factors. Fat is dependent on 2. How much how much excess food you're eating, and how little, what's the opposite of excess? The opposite of excess. Couldn't think what I was doing there, but that's what I mean. Weight is dependent on how much sleep you've had, how tired you are, how stressed you are, how much carbs you've had, how much water you've had, how hydrated you are, how much salt you've got in your system. So when people are going to Weight Watchers and Slimming World and these new wonderful, there's one at Mill Hill Nutrition Club, not one of them is nutritionally qualified. What they are is people who are given a marketing piece of information and go, oh yeah, let's look at your weight. And you go in there. Hands up who's done Weight Watchers and Slimming World. How many of you have had that nerves walking in because you're thinking, shit, whatever, I haven't lost any weight. Well, shit, what have I done wrong? When in truth, you've done absolutely nothing wrong. Your weight, especially ladies, once a month, your weight is going to balloon because you're holding a shitload more water. Don't feel guilty if your weight is fluctuating. Feel guilty if you want to lose weight and it's constantly going up. That's fine. But honestly, weight means nothing at all. And this is a conversation I've had since day dot. Joe was one of the first people who came on board with me in terms of PTing. And it took us a long time to get this weight thing out of the way she's feeling. It is one indicator. I use it as one indicator of your success. For me, the first few weeks here, I'm much more impressed if you are putting the effort in, if you're enjoying yourself and your energy levels are going up. The rest we will deal with. So begin to get this concept out of your head that it is all about weight. It's not. Right. So how do you create a calorie deficit? Well, you'll hear people go on about it of move more, eat less. If it was that simple, I wouldn't own a gym. I'd be out of business and I'd still be in the place. It's not that simple at all. Yes, we need to create a calorie deficit. Yes, to get us into the gym, but we're not in the gym to lose weight. We are in the gym for 4 hours out of 164 in the week. In those 4 hours, I can't massively change the amount of calories you burn on a day-to-day basis. I can make you fitter, because that's going to hit your heart. That's lifestyle. I can make you stronger. That's going to work your joints, give you the ability to burn more fat with your muscle. I can build your muscle, and the more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns on a day-to-day basis. I could put absolutely everybody on a massive calorie deficit. You'd all lose weight. You'd all look wonderful just before your holiday. You would go on holiday and you would pile a load of it back on. Because we've done nothing to alter your physique. We've done nothing to alter your muscularity. Now, if, let's say we take a 6-week starvation diet, I ship you off on holiday, you come back 10 pounds heavier, you're fucking miserable because you put it all back on. But those people who are consistent and follow what I tell them to do will have 6 months of training, build muscle, get stronger, get fitter, have all of that, go on holiday and eat just the same amount that they did when they were on holiday, but maybe put a pound or two on. And a pound or two literally disappears. Ellie, you went on holiday for 2 weeks. How many pounds did you put on? 2 pounds. And virtually every day I was getting messages off her when she was shit-faced. So they do not measure over there. She was sending me pictures of the drinks, but that is exactly what. Now, it took me a long time to convince Ellie that it wasn't all about weight. And that's where we are. She can go on holiday guilt-free, not train, a little bit of walking, sensible eating every so often. I'm not a sensible eater when I go on holiday. We have to go all-inclusive because we've got 2 kids. If we didn't, we'd be bankrupt. And I eat like I've been starving all year. It's ridiculous how much I eat. But I come back within a few days or a week or so, I'm back to where I was. That is what the gym is going to do for you, the lifestyle aspect of it. When you're looking for a deficit, first of all, be aware of what you're eating. And that's where you log it. The food diaries that I give you, whether you're using the food diary I give you or MyFitnessPal, any of those, log it there and then. You've got a link on your phones to our food diary. You can literally click into it, direct message, bang, there. I don't need all the calories because I'm more interested in creating habits at first, creating those healthy habits. But far too many people are going, yeah, I've eaten really well. Okay, what have you eaten? Well, I had, oh shit, it's gone out of my head. I can't remember what I ate yesterday. I can barely remember what I had to eat an hour ago. And, you know, I'm not trying to be flippant there. If you're one of these people like me who walk past and pick a few chips up off the kids' plate or have some of their chicken nuggets when they've finished and you're putting them in the bin because wasting food is a crime, all of a sudden you've forgotten about it. And there's 100 calories in the day that have gone. Cereal. Oh, it says, well, first of all, cereal is the biggest con that ever existed. It is a joke. There is nothing nutritious about food that is processed the way cereal is. If you're going to go for cereal, go for Weetabix. The rest of it, have it because you enjoy it, not because of any of the healthy promises it gives you. When it talks about being fortified with vitamins and minerals, it goes on this conveyor belt and it literally gets sprayed with a liquid that is chemically formulated. It is the biggest con ever. But it will say 125 grams gives you 100 calories. Ooh, that's good. Not one of us ever pours out 100 grams of cereal. We all go, I mean, I have mine in a jug, for Christ's sake. It's ridiculous. The kids look at me like I'm an animal. But we never do that. So all of a sudden, you're thinking, oh, I've only had 100 calories there, when in truth, you've probably had 250 or 300. And the milk on top of it, we never have that little bit amount. We throw it on there, so it's drowning. Same with alcohol. Oh, it's only 30 calories a shot of G&T. Yeah, but you've just done 3 triples and thinking it's a single. These are the hidden calories. So be aware of what you're eating and drinking. And it's massive. And you need to do the groundwork at first. You need to go, hang on a minute. What have I eaten there? You've got to take the time to plug it into the app. You've got to take the time to, oh Christ, right, I've got grams here. Or if you're counting calories, you have to do the groundwork. There is no shortcut. Be honest as well. Oh, I'm not going to tell them about the 6 custard creams that I had before the gym. Why not? I do it. Everybody does it. Unless you are really, really tight with it. Be honest, and not only just to me, be honest to yourself, because all that's going to happen if you're not, come weigh and measure time, and I'm going, right, you've told me you're doing really well. I reckon we're going to do it. And shit, I haven't really told him about it's all gone to shit. I'm here to help you when it goes to shit. That is my job. You don't need to tell me everything's calm and wonderful when I know it's not, because I can't help you if you're not being honest with me or yourself. Because all that happens, we go down that hole and you can't dig yourself out. And it's like, shit, why am I paying so much money for a gym when nothing's happening? Because you're just not going, you know what? Yeah, I am actually. My eating's out of control. I need some help. That's what you're here for. Record it. I've already gone through that. Record it. Whether it is my app, whether it is MyFitnessPal, I don't care what other way it is, if it is working for you, but record it there and then. Because if you are busy and you're walking past the custard cream tray at work and you grab a couple, before you know it, you've done 6, you go, oh, I've only had a couple. And the other one, not intentionally, it's gone out of your head. So record it there and then. Literally pick the phone up and go click, click, click. You'll get so used to doing it, it will be a part of your day. An awful lot of snacking occurs at night time. That is the biggest one for most people. When the day is done, you're not busy, you sit down and we all get sticky cake fingers. We've all had our tea and all of a sudden the magnet in the fridge is dragging your arm there and you end up grabbing something, one, you don't really want to eat, but you just feel like eating it because it's comfort food, because we're in the habit of it, or because you've had a shit day and we have something, whether it's really nice chocolate or crisps or something like that. If we've had a shit day, we have that hormone release immediately. And it's great and it's wonderful, but it lasts about 4.3 seconds and then you're regretting it and you're pissed off with yourself. These are the little battles that you have to have in your head. No, stop. How am I going to stop? Well, first of all, it takes roughly 20 minutes for the food to go into your mouth and down to your stomach, back to your brain and tell you there's food there. Then you've got that 20-minute cycle carrying on until you're full. Eat a little bit slower. It sounds ridiculous, but you can have a smaller plate. Somebody I was sat down talking to the other day, they've chosen to have a smaller spoon when they're eating. Little things like that. The way you attack your food on your plate. Because the vast majority of times when we eat, if we're busy people, we're hungry when we eat. So we will go for carbs first. Carbs are the one that hit us quickest, fill us quickest, but because a lot of the carbs are full of sugars, whether it's natural sugars or processed, our insulin spikes up, gives us a quick energy burst, but we drop down then straight after that. So if we have high carb meals, the chances are you'll find yourself either that night or the night after going for something sugary, something snacky, something that's going to boost your energy. Instead, let's switch the meals around a little bit. Let's go for high protein. Let's go for high content of vegetables, like your plate swimming in vegetables. Because I'll guarantee if I ask you to eat 500 calories worth of Pringles and 500 calories worth of broccoli, one is going to be an awful lot longer to eat, and the other one is going to fill you really quickly and you feel like shit afterwards. You couldn't eat 500 calories worth of broccoli without it coming out your ears. But one thing would be, you'd be full. You'd be full of vitamins, minerals, and you would not feel like eating shit afterwards. By shit, I don't mean shit. But this is the structure. And the way I advise some people with meals is when you've got it in front of you, take a roast dinner, for example, that if it's me, and probably most people are probably the same, what's the first bit of a roast dinner you try and attack? Roast potatoes. You do, because they look ace, or it's the Yorkshire puddings. And then you go, oh, the meat looks quite nice, I'm going to go for that. And then the vegetables always get left to last because they're swimming in the gravy. All of a sudden they're cold and it's like, oh, I'm full now. And that is, I joke about it again, but that is the order we do it, because we go for the food that has the highest satiety value, the highest and quickest satisfaction first. So have that battle with yourself. I'm going to have a little bit of veg, I'm going to have a little bit of protein, then I'm going to have a bit of potato. Then I'm going to go back in that order. Or go for the veg first, then the protein, then eat the potatoes. But just be aware of the order that you eat it in sometimes, and it can be that simple. Core 4, the one that is on everybody's platform. How many of you, and be honest, in the last week have recorded anything to do with the Core 4? I know some of you don't know what it is. Give me a hands up if any of you have done it. Fucking hell, swapped. Yeah. So when you're doing it, for those of you who don't know, the core 4 is 4 principles that I have designed to operate absolutely everything I do. If you can hit the core 4 70% of the time, you are well on your way to getting fitter, happier, healthier, stronger, and begin to lose weight. You're going to drink more water. Try and hit 2.5 liters a day. If you can't, you build it up until you're able to. You're going to get to sleep on time. You're not going to sit there, and I do it as well, sit there and watch at the moment for some stupid reason. We're watching reruns of Brassic on TV. And I'm there at 11 o'clock last night thinking, I have got to go to bed. I'll just watch the end of the episode. Why? It's on Netflix. I can watch it tomorrow. But we do. And then all of a sudden, I've lost out on nearly an hour's sleep, because if you go to bed at 11 o'clock, you're not getting to sleep till close enough to midnight. Yeah? So make the decision, right? I'm actually 10 o'clock. I'm going to be in bed for 10 o'clock. Have a chat, mess about on the phone, do whatever you do. I dubbed myself that. Gary's looking at me out there going, don't say it, don't say it. I was. Lost my track now. Right, but we can alter the amount of sleep that we have by simply making that decision. Sometimes we have bad night's sleep. Sometimes we're so tired we go to bed early. But the vast majority of the times, because we're staying up and it's utterly pointless, because come 10 o'clock, we're tired anyway, half of us. Good quality food, 70% of the time. Don't look at food as good or bad anymore. 70% good quality, highly nutritious food. 30% real life. Don't punish yourself because you've had a chocolate cake. Some days it'll be 50-50. Some days when you're on holiday, it'll be 30-70. The vast majority of times, try and bring it back to that. Move more is number 4. Get in the gym. Even when you're not in the gym, park your car at the other end of Asda's car park. Use the stairs instead of the lift. All these things that will just increase your activity that little bit more. And it begins to change our mindset about being much more positive and getting ourselves out there. Because don't forget, if you all had great, wonderful habits, not one of you would be here and I'd still be in the police. So thank you for getting me out of that job. So when we are, I've covered that, yeah. I don't want to carry on too much longer in terms of this, because I know there might well be questions and people are tired. But how many of you have jumped on the scales in the past, jumped on and go, crap, I've only lost £1 this week? Put your hand up if that really disappoints you. Let me see him. No, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of you. I think there's 25 in here, something like that. Does anybody actually think they know what £1 of fat looks like? Googled it. You've Googled it. Right, okay. So I'm going to show you exactly what, and it will change your concept of exactly how much you've been able to achieve in just one day. That is what you can lose just by £1. And it is a replica of exactly what it looks like in your body with the veins and all. That just by making 3,000 calories a week less in a week. Because on average, that's what it takes to lose £1. 3,000 calories deficit over whatever period of time. This is, and honestly, get hold of it, feel what it looks like, because that is a shitload of weight of fat to take off your body in just 1 week. You do that. I've got Ellie in the background there. Every week, religiously, we have lost £1 of fat since May. She's dropped so much weight, so much size, to the point where she doesn't even recognize the body she had 6 months ago. It's taking those little baby steps, and it makes a massive, massive difference. So whenever you look at those scales and go, oh, all that work for £1. Yeah, all that work for £1. It's brilliant. Now, nutrition is an absolute minefield, but it comes down to one thing and one thing only: what you are willing to do. I cannot influence you in those 164 hours when I'm not with you. I can give you all the education in the world. I can do it so much. But I look on the system week to week and I can see what people have looked at. I can see how many times you've been into the system. Some of you haven't even been in there for the last 3 months. Yeah, and I'm not here to shame people into it. It is simply, that is the only place you are going to make progress when you are not here. Because I can get you fitter, I can get you stronger, I can build muscle. I can't do it all for you. So have a little think of that, guys, yeah? Anybody got any questions?
What about the protein bars and shakes? And
Yeah, protein shakes. So the bigger you are in terms of muscle, you're a big chap. If I was to work out your protein, it's probably about over 200 grams a day. That's going to take some eating to hit that and that. So go for protein shakes. Now, next talk I do in 6 weeks is going to be about ultra processed foods and how we go in with them, because that is an absolute minefield. And I'll tell you exactly how I've got onto it and how far we go back with that in just a second. But yeah, virtually every food we have out there, unless it is straight from the farm or straight from the animal onto like the fresh produce counter, is processed to some degree. It has to be because of the way we live nowadays. But there is some stuff out there that is ridiculously overly processed. The protein bars, the healthy bars, as a rule of thumb, anything that says it's healthy on it is ultra processed. And you're right, it reduces its healthy tag, if you like, the more it gets processed. But just to tell you where the science, before I let you, if you've got any other questions, the science of what happened with ultra processed foods. In World War II, Germans were running out of food for their forces. And one of their scientists discovered through a long, laborious process that burning off diesel and petroleum created a byproduct that they then turned into basically a gloop of what looked like clear butter that they then fed to their soldiers. No wonder they were all going nuts, but that is where they discovered how to preserve foods. So when we've got this preservation in mind, when we've got food that will last 6 months in our cupboard, it's great being in there, but be aware that we're taking away, every time they have to throw a chemical into it, they're taking out a healthy compound. The same with fat-free products. You don't need to go fat-free. Fat-free came in the 90s when everybody was like, oh, fat's bad for you, fat's bad for you. Oh, God, no, stay away from it. And it stayed there. It became a catchphrase. Go for the full fat. Because all they've happened to take the fat out, they've taken all the taste out. They've had to throw a load of chemicals in there to balance it out. And it might taste great. Enjoy it, great. But just be aware that it is not the healthy friend it is pretending to be. Any other questions? Yeah, creatine is one of the only other supplements, apart from protein, that I would take or ever recommend taking. All the others are totally and utterly unnecessary. Creatine allows your body to recover quicker. It can, you will actually, if you take it religiously, you will actually feel like your muscles are expanding because it helps to fill your muscles full of glycogen and water, which is how the muscles work. It gives you basically longer, faster, stronger. It allows you to go. The body does not produce enough creatine on its own to support us when we're training. So if you want to go for it, pop me a message, or I'll put it up in the group, a good source of creatine. But you do need to take it every day. Even when you're not training, take it every day. There's like 0 calories in it, but it will help you with your training. Take it post, take it pre. We don't, as ordinary everyday people, we don't need to worry about the timings of our food, what's good for us, what time we should be taking it. We're not professional athletes. When you get to that level, well, we're not, let's be honest. And I don't mean to be, but none of us are going to be Olympians, let's be honest. Look, if we crawl out of bed someday. But no, in all seriousness, guys, we don't need to take it to that nth degree. So if you're thinking about when should I have a meal here, when should I have a meal there, have it whenever the hell you want. If you want to have all your calories in one day, if you want to go on to fasted cardio, by all means do it if it works for you. But there is no magic formula. Not one thing works better than the other. For every study that some Instagram guru could come up with and tell me that this works better than that, I'll come up with 10 that say it doesn't. The internet is just full of confusing bullshit people trying to say something controversial to get a like, because that's how they're making the money.